Kanye West is back in the headlines, but this time, it's not for music. During a live stream, Candace Owens revealed that Kanye sent her secret information to be released in case he's ever harmed or killed. She says he trusted her with messages from people allegedly threatening his life. According to Candace, Kanye told her to release them if anything ever happens to him. Owens claims these threats come.
Before we dive into this shocking revelation, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications because Celebrity Program TV brings you the stories others won't tell. And trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next. Now let's get into something that's going to blow your mind. Kanye West, one of the most controversial figures in entertainment, has allegedly handed over sensitive, potentially life-threatening information to political commentator Candace Owens, and what she's revealed might change everything you thought you knew about what's really happening behind the scenes in Hollywood. This isn't just another celebrity beef or Twitter rant. This is about alleged threats, danger, and a contingency plan that sounds like it came straight out of a thriller movie. So what exactly did Kanye give to Candace? And why does she believe his life could be in danger? Stay with me because this story gets deeper and darker with every detail. During a recent live stream on her YouTube channel, Candace Owens dropped an absolute bombshell that sent shockwaves through social media and left people questioning just how deep the rabbit hole goes when it comes to Kanye West's inner circle and the alleged forces working against him. The right-wing political commentator, who has been one of Ye's most vocal defenders over the past few years, revealed that the rapper sent her what she describes as extremely private and sensitive information that could potentially expose people who she claims have been threatening both her and Kanye himself. According to Owens, these aren't just empty threats from random internet trolls or disgruntled fans. These are serious messages from unidentified individuals who allegedly want to hurt or even kill Kanye West. Let that sink in for a moment. We're talking about potential assassination threats against one of the biggest names in music history. And Candace Owens says she has all the receipts. During her live stream, Owens stated plainly and without hesitation that Kanye sent her all the messages of people who were threatening him, and she emphasized that she has them all stored safely. But here's where it gets even more intense and where the story takes a turn that sounds almost cinematic in its implications. Candace revealed that Kanye gave her specific instructions about what to do with this information if something were to happen to him. If Kanye West is harmed, hospitalized under suspicious circumstances, or worse, if he's killed, Owens has been directed to release all of this information immediately to the public. This means that Kanye has essentially created a dead man's switch, a failsafe that ensures if anything happens to him, the truth about who's allegedly targeting him will come to light whether those people want it to or not. The weight of that responsibility and the implications of what it means cannot be overstated. Kanye West trusts Candace Owens enough to be the keeper of potentially explosive information that could implicate powerful people in serious criminal activity. Now if you're still watching, go ahead and drop a like on this video because we're about to go even deeper into the connections Candace is making and the theories she's putting forward. Ever the conspiracy theorist, and she would probably wear that label proudly, Candace Owens went on to suggest that the same people who are allegedly threatening Kanye West are connected to other disturbing events involving public figures. She specifically mentioned that she believes these individuals are the same ones who were allegedly tormenting the late Charlie Kirk, though the details surrounding that claim remain murky and unverified. What we're seeing here is Owens painting a picture of a shadowy network of powerful people who allegedly work to silence, control, or eliminate those who step out of line or refuse to play by the rules of the entertainment and political establishment. Whether you believe in such conspiracies or not, the fact that Candace Owens is making these claims publicly and stating that she has evidence to back them up is significant, and it's fueling speculation across social media platforms about what Kanye might actually know and what forces might be aligned against him. Make sure you're subscribed to Celebrity Program TV because we're the only channel giving you the unfiltered truth about what's really happening in Hollywood. Elsewhere in her live stream, Candace Owens took the opportunity to defend Kanye West's controversial actions over the past few years, actions that have cost him business deals, friendships, and his public reputation in many circles. She stated emphatically that it's never too late to say that Kanye was right, and she praised him for what she called an act of bravery. According to Owens, Kanye recognized that his voice was being controlled through the contracts he had signed with major corporations and entertainment entities, and his decision to publicly violate and denounce those contracts was an attempt to free himself from that control. Owens framed Kanye's erratic behavior and inflammatory statements not as the actions of someone spiraling out of control, but as the deliberate moves of someone trying to break free from a system designed to keep him silent and compliant. In her view, Kanye knew exactly what he was doing when he burned bridges with Adidas, Gap, and other major brands. He was choosing freedom over financial security, and he was willing to pay the price for that freedom. This narrative fits into the broader story that both Kanye and Candace have been telling for years now. The idea that there are powerful gatekeepers in the entertainment industry who control artists, dictate what they can say, and punish those who refuse to stay in line. Whether you agree with that worldview or not, there's no denying that Kanye West has lost billions of dollars in deals and partnerships after making controversial statements, particularly his anti-Semitic remarks that led to widespread condemnation and severed business relationships. But according to Candace Owens, those losses were worth it because Kanye is now free to speak his mind without corporate oversight, and that freedom, she argues, is what makes him a target. If Kanye really does possess information that could expose the inner workings of these alleged control systems, and if he's really been threatened because of it, then the stakes are far higher than just cancelled endorsement deals or public backlash. Now here's where things get even more complicated and where we have to talk about the people in Kanye's life who have distanced themselves from him in recent years. Owens pointed out that there are certainly a lot of musical artists who have changed their views on Ye, and she's not wrong about that. Close collaborators like Kid Cudi, who was once one of Kanye's most trusted creative partners, have publicly cut ties with him over his behavior and statements. Other artists who once praised Kanye as a genius and a visionary have gone silent or have spoken out against him as his public image deteriorated. But from the sounds of what Candace Owens is suggesting, the threats Kanye faces aren't just coming from disappointed collaborators or former friends, they're coming from far more dangerous people with the power and resources to do real harm. And if that's true, then Kanye's paranoia, his erratic social media posts, his claims of being watched and targeted, might not be paranoia at all. They might be legitimate fears based on real threats. Don't go anywhere because this is about to get even more disturbing. Of course, we have to take all of this with a grain of salt, especially considering how secretive and vague the details are. Candace Owens didn't name any of the alleged threateners, she didn't provide any of the messages as proof during her live stream, and she didn't offer any concrete evidence that would allow independent verification of her claims. Everything we know is based solely on her word and her interpretation of what Kanye has told her. That doesn't necessarily mean she's lying or exaggerating, but it does mean we should approach this story with a healthy dose of skepticism until more information comes to light. Conspiracy theories, especially those involving powerful elites and shadowy cabals, have a way of taking on a life of their own on the internet, and without hard evidence, it's impossible to separate fact from speculation. But the mere fact that Candace Owens is making these claims and that she's positioned herself as Kanye's protector and the keeper of his secrets tells us something important about their relationship and about how seriously they both take the perceived threats against him. If you're enjoying this deep dive, make sure you're subscribed to Celebrity Program TV and hit that notification bell so you never miss our exclusive breakdowns. As we mentioned earlier, Candace Owens and Kanye West have been close friends for quite some time now, and their relationship goes beyond just political alignment or shared grievances against the establishment. Candace has consistently defended Kanye even when it cost her credibility with some audiences, and Kanye has publicly praised Candace for her courage and her willingness to speak uncomfortable truths. The two of them appeared together during Kanye's infamous White Lives Matter shirt controversy, with Candace wearing a matching shirt and standing by his side even as the backlash intensified. That public show of solidarity cemented their bond and signaled to the world that Candace was willing to go down swinging for Kanye no matter what. And now, with these recent revelations, it's clear that Kanye has placed an enormous amount of trust in her, trust that extends to literally making her the guardian of information that could be released in the event of his death or incapacitation. But the story gets even darker when you consider some of the other allegations that have swirled around Kanye's life in recent years, particularly regarding his mental health and the people who have tried to control him through institutionalization and medication. There have been claims, some from Kanye himself, that people in his inner circle and family have threatened to have him hospitalized against his will if he didn't comply with their demands. In fact, there was an alleged text message that surfaced, purportedly from someone close to Kanye, that laid out two options for him in chilling terms. The message allegedly said, "First, you and I sit down and have a loving and open conversation. You don't use cuss words and everything that is discussed is based in fact and not some crazy stuff that dumb friend of yours told you or you saw in a tweet." And the second option was described as having Kanye institutionalized again, where they medicate the crap out of him and he goes back to what was called Zombieland forever, adding that play dates with the kids just won't be the same. If that message is real, and we have to emphasize that its authenticity has not been independently verified, it paints a horrifying picture of someone being threatened with forced psychiatric detention and heavy medication as a means of control. This is where the narrative that Candace Owens is pushing really starts to crystallize. She and Kanye both seem to believe that there are forces, whether they're family members, business associates, handlers, or shadowy industry figures, who want to control Kanye, silence him, or remove him from the public stage entirely. And if he won't be controlled, if he continues to speak out and break free from their influence, then those forces will allegedly resort to more extreme measures, including threats of violence or forced institutionalization. The idea that someone could be institutionalized not for genuine mental health treatment but as a punishment or a control mechanism is deeply disturbing, and it feeds into broader conversations about how the entertainment industry treats artists, particularly Black artists, who exhibit behavior that's deemed problematic or unmanageable. Britney Spears' conservatorship battle brought these issues into the mainstream consciousness, and now Kanye West's situation is forcing people to ask similar questions about autonomy, control, and the power dynamics that exist between artists and the people who profit from them. We're almost at the end, but before we wrap this up, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications because Celebrity Program TV is bringing you more explosive stories like this every single day. So what does all of this mean, and where do we go from here? The truth is, we don't know for certain what information Kanye West has given to Candace Owens, we don't know who's allegedly threatening him, and we don't know whether any of this will ever come to light in the way Owens has described. What we do know is that Kanye West has positioned himself as someone willing to burn it all down if it means exposing what he believes to be corruption and control in the entertainment industry. Whether he's a truth-teller fighting against a corrupt system or someone whose mental health struggles have led him down a path of paranoia and conspiracy is a question that reasonable people can disagree on. But one thing is undeniable. The relationship between Kanye West and Candace Owens is built on mutual trust and a shared belief that they are fighting against powerful enemies who want to silence them. The stakes couldn't be higher if Candace Owens really does have messages proving that people have threatened Kanye West's life. And if something were to happen to him, the release of that information could have seismic consequences for whoever is implicated. It could expose networks of control and intimidation in the entertainment industry, or it could simply add more fuel to the conspiracy theories that already surround Kanye's public persona. Only time will tell what the truth really is, but for now, all we can do is watch, wait, and hope that Kanye West stays safe. This story is far from over, and Celebrity Program TV will be here to bring you every update as it unfolds. If you want to stay informed about what's really happening with Kanye, Candace Owens, and the powerful forces they claim to be fighting against, you need to subscribe to this channel right now. Hit that subscribe button, smash the like button, turn on notifications, and drop a comment below telling us what you think about these shocking revelations. Do you believe Candace Owens? Do you think Kanye is really in danger? Or is this all just speculation and conspiracy theories? We want to hear from you. And remember, Celebrity Program TV is your source for the truth they don't want you to know. So keep coming back for more exclusive content, more breaking stories, and more deep dives into the lives of the biggest names in entertainment. We'll see you in the next video. And until then, stay informed, stay vigilant, and never stop questioning what you're being told.